After 4 years of waiting, we finally got the second season of Good Omens and more of Aziraphale and Crowley shenanigans. But the finale gave us one of the biggest cliffhangers in recent years, and the fans are now demanding another season to come as soon as possible. So what could possibly happen next? To fans' joy, the second season was filled with Aziraphale and Crowley's displays of friendship while trying to save humankind again. The angel and the demon, as many times before, joined forces in order to protect Archangel Gabriel, also known as Jim, from both heaven and hell. Everything seemed to be perfectly in order with the duo until the emotional finale, where Aziraphale decides to take Metatron's offer and becomes an archangel in charge instead of Gabriel. After an emotional argument, they part ways and it looks like they won't talk ever again, but the somber finale can't be possibly the ending of the show, which means that season 3 comes to play. According to fans, the way Aziraphale is presented with the opportunity to become the leader in heaven seems to be suspicious. The angel was happy to be down on earth, running his little bookshop and spending time with Crowley. There's no way Metatron doesn't know that, but he still makes the offer, and it's tempting for the angel as he believes he can make a change in heaven for the better. Plus, there's an opportunity to take Crowley with him and make him an angel again. It seems a little too good to be true. Season 3 might reveal the real reason behind Metatron making the offer. In the scene where Aziraphale is trying to set up protection over the bookshop with half a miracle, it's incredibly strong to the point that it alerts heaven. No one can predict what would happen if the duo combined their powers. Metatron might be wary of Crowley and Aziraphale's powers being used in full force, so his decision is to divide them, and Aziraphale, with his good intentions, fell for it. We might see Aziraphale working as the head of heaven for some time, and everything might go smoothly at first, but the angel will miss Crowley too much. The romantic tension between the angel and the demon was felt from the moment we saw them in the first season. They held each other higher than anyone else and went their way against heaven and hell. But in season 2, we got something the fans didn't dare to hope for. Crowley trying to make his point across and kissing Aziraphale. The scene is an acknowledgement of their true feelings, which are going beyond millennia-old friendship. But they parted ways because of their inability to communicate clearly. We know that Aziraphale feels the same as Crowley, but it's their time to show it to the demon, and that will be the angel's mission in season 3. The angel might be trying to visit Crowley, but the demon's pride and hurt feelings will be in the way. While Aziraphale is in heaven, Crowley might wallow in his anger. If Nina and Maggie didn't tell him to confront Aziraphale with his feelings, he would be still miserable about Aziraphale's decision, but not rejected. But hell now doesn't have their leader either, as Beelzebub ran away with Gabriel. In his grief, he might become Duke of Hell if someone asks him to take that role. It would give him enough responsibilities to forget about Aziraphale at least for a while, because running hell isn't easy. Similarly to Aziraphale, he might want to change the obsolete ways of hell into something more to his style, which will take up a lot of his energy. He might even face some rebellion, as he's not very popular down there. Unfortunately for both the angel and the demon, heaven and hell are not able to keep peaceful relations with each other for too long, and the threat of Armageddon happening is always on the table. Even though Aziraphale is the archangel at the moment, it doesn't mean he'll be in charge forever. His unwillingness to see the whole second coming thing happen, combined with his slightly different approach to committing good things that aren't always in line with tradition, might put a target on his back. We already saw that the angels might get rid of one of him as they did with Gabriel, so it easily can happen to Aziraphale as well, and he'll need to save himself from both sides and reunite with Crowley. Aziraphale really needs to prepare a longer version of the apology dance if he wants Crowley's help to stop Armageddon from happening. Crowley, however, sometimes does things for the angel that aren't completely in line with his beliefs, like helping him to hide Gabriel. So even with a deeply hurt ego, there's a chance that he resigns and will help Aziraphale with his fight. As Aziraphale said in one episode, Crowley enjoys rescuing him. If they really reunite, we might find out the real strength of their miracles and temptations combined. They might even be powerful enough to create a shield for Earth to prevent heaven and hell from interfering with humanity again, which would be an interesting solution. But the shield wouldn't come without a price. Some fans theorized that the angel and the demon would spend all their powers and become mortals. It would be a massive sacrifice from them, but they love humanity enough to risk it. Under that shield, they would finally have their peace and time for big conversations and declarations of feelings that would clarify their relationship. The question now is, can millennia-old beings recently turned to humans be dating? We really hope that we found out in the next season. It's clear that the demon is deeply offended and hurt by Aziraphale's offer, because to him it feels like he's not enough for Aziraphale. If he was enough, the angel wouldn't try to change him back to an angel. Even though he's not a conventional demon, he still enjoys it within his boundaries. But there's a path that the writer and an executive producer of the show, Neil Gaiman, can take, and no one would really expect it. Crowley changing his mind. Maybe, just maybe, Crowley's love for Aziraphale is stronger than his pride and the importance of being a demon. Crowley might take Aziraphale's offer to become an angel again and to help him run things in heaven as smoothly as possible for eternity. The question is whether they would be happy with a routine as they thrived in change and chaos. Season 3 wouldn't be it if it didn't bring back Nina and Maggie. We saw them already as nuns in season 1 and now as friends who might be something more. It's clear that Nina needs time to cope with her breakup, but Maggie is willing to wait. They had a mature conversation about their feelings, which is something they advised Crowley as well, but that slightly backfired. But the audience agrees. We need to see their happy ending because their chemistry is amazing. But Nina and Maggie wasn't the only love plotline in this season. The next season might bring back the unexpected couple Gabriel and Beelzebub. The duo made a decision to run away from heaven and hell to a place where they will be together, which is something that both of them were craving. However, they might return to knock some sense in Aziraphale and Crowley and finally get together. After all that time they were dancing around their feelings. Gabriel and Beelzebub are proof that a hesitant friendship between an angel and a demon might transform into a working romantic relationship. They also might help Aziraphale and Crowley with the upcoming troubles that the duo will be facing. Their return would be payback for keeping Gabriel safe while everybody was looking out for him, and their expertise from the time they were the Archangel and the Duke of Hell might come in handy in the next events of the show. The fans might know that the show is based on the novel Good Omens, written by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, who is closely working with the production to deliver the best final product possible. Neil recently confirmed that season 3 is already being planned. He said in the interview, "Because the hypothetical season 3 exists, there is a story that is there, and I didn't feel that we could drive straight from season 1 into that. I knew what the stakes were, I knew what the parameters were. I also knew that I had David and Michael had the angels from plot number 1. I had demons from plot number 1. According to him, there are still people whom he wanted back in the show, but there was no room for them in season 2. He might have been hinting at a future appearance of Anathema Device and Newton Pulsifer, whose absence was deeply felt. The last time we saw them, the duo moved together and refused to be descendants anymore. But if the angel and the demon asked for help, they would probably answer. What's more, we haven't seen our little Antichrist Adam Young since the finale of season 1. It'd be nice if Neil found a way to incorporate him into the plot, or at least to see how he's coping with the happening of season 1, and season 3 is the best place to include them. The next season is yet to be confirmed, but everybody is ready to dig deeper into the story of the angel and demon that captured people's hearts. The bad news is that, according to Neil, the writer's strike makes things harder for the cast and the crew to continue their work on the show. That being said, it will probably be a long wait again till we see our beloved characters, but the fans are ready to be patient because the story needs to have a happy finale with nightingales singing once again while the angel and the demon enjoy their meal at Ritz. What could happen in the next season of Good Omens in your opinion? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.